Hi, and welcome to the page. And I'm your moderator, and your administrator, and the guy who started all this. So I want to say thank you to all you guys who have made this page the fastest growing page on Facebook and the fastest growing movement that any of us have ever witnessed. We are here to support the police and law and order. Without them, without law and order, our country cannot stand. And that is why I started this. I did post the story of the mechanics of how this came about. Yeah, this is unscripted. Um, but I'll go over it for a second because when you have 20,000 posts an hour, uh, it gets buried, and even my posts get buried. And then I'm going to answer some questions that I keep getting, and I'm going to bitch a little bit. So, but first, the other day, I guess on the 8th, and I think this is the 13th. Um, I was watching my news feed and I kept seeing all the anti police, and I may call them cops, I may call them police. I don't think cop is disrespectful, and I know a lot of cops and they don't either. So if you want to hang up on that language, you probably have bigger problems. But I was tired of seeing all this cop bashing. So, one of my hobbies, I'm an attorney by trade, but one of my hobbies is designing t shirts, and I'm kind of artsy. I fix motorcycles, I rebuild old cars, I make t shirts, I do biker jewelry. I got all kinds of things I like to do. And so I was like, I'm going to make a t shirt about this. And I made the defund police into a defend police logo, made a t shirt. And by the way, those will become available when we hit 100,000 members. The way it's going, that's probably going to be Wednesday. So I've got to find a distributor and a manufacturer and get all the logistics worked out on how we can produce enough of them for the literally thousands of people who have been hitting me up wanting to know where can I get a shirt. You will be able to get a shirt. But after I made the shirt, I was still upset and really just pissed off about this whole nonsense that's going on in my country. So, and I say my country, I pay taxes here, I vote here. Uh, I'm an American, I'm a Native American. Uh, this is my country, and I don't appreciate what these people are doing to it. I was still angry, so I started a group, the group that you're watching this on right now. And I invited two people, and Facebook promptly blocked the group from inviting people. Now, Facebook will not block a group like Kill All Cops, and we've tried. We have tried to get them taken down, and I urge everyone to report any groups like that to Facebook and keep reporting and keep reporting and keep reporting, because the only way we're going to stop all of this is by making our voices louder than their voices, and there are a lot more of us than there are of them. So we don't have to scream. We can even talk quietly, but we all have to speak as one, and we all have to speak at the same time. We will drown them out, but this is the beginning of a movement. Once I realized what this thing took off, it became a lot more than my personal anger page for what people are doing to the police and also to the law. I've been a lawyer for over 20 years, and uh, our nation is founded on laws, and without them, we have anarchy, which we have in various cities, all of our cities. So, from two people, it went to 700 overnight, and we got troll attacked by one of the anti police groups and got rid of them. I've added a bunch of moderators, and I'm going to add more. And if you want to be a moderator, there's two requirements: either you know me personally, or you can prove your law enforcement. A lot of people are always asking to be a moderator. I don't know you, and I get one person who's faking it. The whole thing goes to hell, and I'm not going to let that happen. Secondly, the people that complain to me that you don't moderate your page and why are you letting this go on, it takes reporting like I said, 22,000, and that was 2 days ago. 22,000 likes, posts, whatever, an hour. Even as the people I've got helping me, it's impossible to police all of that. So you got to report them. Not everything you report gets removed. I look at it, somebody looks at it, and if it's not a direct violation of the first 4 rules, it's probably not going to get removed, or a ridiculous violation of the swearing rule, it's probably not going to get removed. But if it's violations of that, or if it's anti-police, we have these little trolls that get on here and start posting F the police and all this nonsense, and they invite all their little troll friends. They get terminated immediately. And they go on the wall of shame. And that's what the wall of shame is for. But they're not all on there because I can't put thousands of them on there because I've got other things to do, like moderate this page. I don't know. Do you guys realize? You don't. Especially the people that are complaining that no one is moderating the page. Personally, I've devoted 18 hours a day to this page. Okay? I've put aside my law career for the time being for you guys, because you guys have put aside your fears and your issues and joined. So right now, my full-time job, and it's a double full-time job, both my full-time jobs are this page. And when I say it's 18 hours a day, it's really between 15 and 20 hours a day that I'm here. And so if you see something that violates the rules, say something. And, and I can't believe I got to say this. Stop posting links to promote, to get money, or to promote, and I'm going to put this on the announcement. Look, you can't do that. You do it on your own page, and I'm sorry if you don't have enough members or enough people paying attention to, sell your widget. And if you think it's something that is worthwhile, like supporting a fallen officer's family or something like that, message me, and we'll discuss it. If you're legit, then, we might put it up. But the main one right now is the Amazon shirts, the anti-police Amazon shirts. We all know about them. We're all doing whatever we can to make Amazon take them down, but I don't know how many of those links are people who are genuinely outraged by it, and how many of those links are people who actually are trying to sell those shirts. So every one of them gets deleted, and if you repost it, you get deleted. So, that being said, if you complain about something and it stays up, it means that somebody looked at it and said, this doesn't break the rule, or it's not bad enough, or there's enough good in it that we're going to go ahead and let it stay with the bad. A lot of times I take things down and I'll send the poster a little message that says, hey, if you can change this, you can put it back up. We try to be really active on this, but 20,000 plus an hour, we can't hit all of them, so you guys need to help. Don't go on the page and post, this page sucks, the moderator's an idiot, and I'm leaving and taking all my friends with me, when you've never even complained about anything or sent me a message or any of the mods a message. In my opinion, that makes you a troll. Whether I put you on the wall of shame or not depends on whether or not I'm busy. But if you come on saying that, especially if that's your first post, that was the way we got attacked our first night. Was all these people saying, I'm law enforcement and I'm taking everybody with me, and nobody joined this page and it's fake and John Doe isn't real. I've been going by John Doe since the 80s. I used to be a DJ before I was a lawyer. I'm as real as it gets. You can go to my personal page, but on Facebook forever. It's consistent. It's all the same. I'm a great big Christian. I'm a great big patriot. And sometimes I make jokes. And sometimes occasionally they're a little bit dirty. But, I also post a lot of prayers and Bible verses. And I try to be a good guy. So if you go on saying this isn't real and this is all fake and everything else, you're gone. You're history. You're a troll. Okay? If you have genuine concerns, message me. I answer all of them. Okay. I got some other questions. Now this one's hilarious. Yeah, I'm single. So the people that have been the ladies that have asked me that, yeah, yeah, I have. But I just throw that out there and lighten this up a little bit. I don't want to come down like some giant dictator who's, just saying, do this and don't do this and do this and don't do this. I let a lot of things go on the page, but there are certain rules. I put the rules up there for a reason, and they are changing. They are being modified as we go on. I had no idea that you guys were going to be so great in support of law enforcement and in support of our country that you were going to be 70, 80, however many thousand we've got now in a matter of a half a week. So, yeah, things are changing and rules are being added and rules are being modified uh, to deal with the problems that we're encountering that never thought of. I've got other pages. They've got 1,000 people on them. Or something. I mean, I have a prayer page. I have a praise page. I have a patriot page. They got 400 or 500, maybe 1,000. I've never dealt with anything this big before, and I'm getting a lot of help. I'm getting a lot of help from people who know what they're doing, who've run big pages. So just be patient. But if you see something, say something. Yeah. Um, a lot of posts, not a lot, but some posts get deleted because they're duplicates. And some posts I delete because, and this kind of goes to my training as a lawyer, when you have something, if you're in court, you want to put evidence up and the judge says that is more prejudicial than it is helpful, basically. Sometimes you don't get to put it up. And there are some things that are so incendiary that, yes, people need to know about them. But on the other hand, I don't want the officers, the retired officers, the deputies. We have a tremendous number of law enforcement and law enforcement family on this page. And, as much as I want people to try and take down that mural of a police officer being killed in Houston, I don't want them having to look at that. You understand? So I have to balance, and it's always going to make somebody mad, but I'm going to do what I think is right. And I have to balance sometimes, do I want people having to see this? You know, that's why, like I said, this isn't scripted. But some things get taken down that maybe you put up with the best of intentions, but it's just too much to leave up there and have our members who have seen things like that see it every day. We have a lot of military. We have a lot of guys who have been in the shit. And yeah, I know I just swore, and we're not supposed to swear on the page, but we have a lot of issues. And we have a lot of people that may suffer from post-traumatic stress, whatever. I don't want them seeing that. So, I might leave it up for a while, or I might take it down and then put something up there that's, less uh, triggering. And I hate to use the word trigger because it's a snowflake word, but basically, we want to support these guys in any way possible, and that includes not causing them anguish, and so that's why those things come down. And then, if you have a problem with me removing something that you posted, don't go on the page and throw a fit about it. Talk to me about it, because most of the time we're going to be able to come to some kind of an agreement. And if we can't, I'm not going to take you off the page unless you're a complete jerk about the whole thing. We need as many supporters as we can get, but we need supporters. We don't need people who are just here to fight and argue because it's fun. What else? The T-shirts. I'm working on that. I know. It's one of these deals where the T-shirts, I've got to get it. I want them made in America. and I want them cheap. I want people to be able to afford them. Okay, so working on it. The goal is once we hit 100,000, we will we'll release them. But don't hold me to that because the page is growing so fast. We might hit 100,000 on Monday, and they will not be ready to be released on Monday. Someone wanted to know if they could make their own and market them. No, I'll sue you. Okay, that's my design, and they'll be marketed through the page. A lot of people have said, "When are we going to do something? When are we going to do something?" All this bitching and moaning on Facebook isn't doing anything. Well, it is, and all this bitching and moaning on Facebook is getting us together. It's the formation of a movement. You're in the beginning of the formation of a movement to right this ship that these people, this America, that these people are trying to take down. And when are we going to do something? Um, there's multiple links on the page for protests in favor of law enforcement. Uh, if you post something that's in favor of some kind of a violent protest, I'm going to take it down, and I'm probably going to ban you. But I know there's one coming up in Houston. Uh, Once we get to a certain number, I am going to start trying to organize protests all over the country with law enforcement uh, officials. And so just keep adding people. This movement has to grow. We have to get to the point that we can be heard. Um, I've got a lot of plans for this. I do have media connections. I do have political connections. I know you're like, I'm listening to a guy in a old ratty t-shirt with hair halfway down his back who looks like a biker. Tell me, no, trust me, I do. Okay, so you don't spend 20 plus years as a lawyer and sometimes entertainment attorney without getting those contacts, and I got them. So we're not going to just sit and bitch about how bad everything is. We're going to do a lot of that, but we are going to act. So I hope that answers a lot of you guys. I hope this answers a lot of your questions. I want to say what I always say. Thank you. Welcome to the page. God bless law enforcement. God bless all of you guys, and God bless the USA. Thanks.